What is a team? John Katzenbach and Douglas Smith has written in their book The Wisdom of Teams that teams rely only on intense collaborative work to accomplish a specific goal or task that could not be accomplished as well by an individual or a group. An effective team increases the productivity, satisfaction, and growth of each of its team members, the team itself, and the rest of the organization. This indicates that there is a difference between a team and a group, and a team exists if work is better done with more people working together than individuals working alone. The two authors continue by stating that there are 6 factors of successful teams: shared purpose, shared commitment, shared performance goals and measures, shared behavioral norms, shared team practices, and clear roles. This means that a group of people can work together in the same room, and this doesn't necessarily mean that they are a team. They can just be a group instead. If they haven't got a shared purpose and shared performance goals, if they are not measured on them as a team that has to help each other to reach the shared goals, if they haven't agreed upon how to do things and with clear roles and responsibilities, if they do not have shared behavioral norms and are not committed to help each other reach the shared goals, they are not a team. Imagine 5 astronauts on a mission without having a shared purpose, shared commitments, shared performance goals and measures, shared behavioral norms, shared team practices, and clear roles. It wouldn't work, would it? Let's imagine then 5 insurance salesmen being responsible for sales in each their part of a region, but reporting to the same manager. They work from home and they only see each other once a month for a sales meeting. Without any more information, this is a group. They have an individual purpose to sell as much as they can in their assigned region. They commit to their own achievements, they have individual goals and are measured on them individually. They can behave in their own way and are not bothering other colleagues and are not being bothered by other colleagues. They can sell in the way that fits their personality and do not have to adjust to others. Imagine then that these 5 people were to become a team. That would mean that they had a shared purpose of selling as much as possible in a given area or country divided into regions. Dividing the country into regions is more of a practical issue to understand which region needs extra attention from the team and not a matter of what is mine and what is yours. And no region would be more important than another. They would be committed to help each other to succeed by learning from and teaching each other so that all team members increase their competences. They would have a team goal that is equally important as their individual goals, and they would be measured on both. They would share behavioral norms to prevent people from frustrating each other, and they would work in the same way so that any of the team members can step in and help in another region, even though they have main responsibility for one region. Are the people you are leading a group or a team? What is teamwork? Teamwork is the ability to work together toward a common vision, the ability to direct individual accomplishments toward organizational objectives. It is the fuel that allows common people to achieve uncommon results. Written by Carnegie. When looking at these statements, it seems pretty simple. Find the vision, work together to achieve the company's goals, and you will reach remarkable results. It sounds like a winning team and is any manager's dream, isn't it? Most managers know that there's more to it than that. Everything going on below the water surface is not taken into account, meaning how people's intention and behavior is being perceived by others, which personal values each individual has, and how they sometimes frustrate others, what is said directly and what is not said, but still disturbs the productivity, and how the manager is behaving and is being perceived as a supporter or a disturbance. All of this can disturb the teamwork. A team has ups and downs. A team's life is often compared to a relationship between 2 people who have committed themselves to live together as a couple. They have ups and downs. When a team meets for the first time, it is sometimes like falling in love and seeing only the positive side of the other person, pure enjoyment. It can also be rejection from the start, where people do not want to join a new team. It could be because people do not embrace a new organizational change. They may have heard bad stories about members of the new team. Maybe they don't like one of the new team members or the manager, or they are simply just very fond of the old workplace. If it is an up From the start, it can soon turn into a down when people perceive the other's intention and behavior to be bad and not in tune with their own personal values. The time it takes to fully understand a colleague, gain mutual trust, and compromise on how to work can take some time. How long time it takes depends very much on the manager's facilitation of the team and how the team works with orientation, trust building, goal clarification, commitment, and implementation. If it is a down from the start, people have most probably already begun the bad storytelling about each other. The sooner the manager starts facilitating the team and helps the team through orientation, trust building, goal clarification, commitment, and implementation, the sooner the storytelling about bad intention and behavior can shift to a mutual understanding and commitment to each other. Bad storytelling gets tougher to change the longer it has been going on. Too many people are involved by having heard the story, and changing that story is the same as admitting that you were wrong about a person. Being wrong and admitting it is not what most people prefer to do. The manager is in charge. Once the orientation, trust building, goal clarification, commitment, and implementation is passed, the theory says that the team is now a high-performing team. It could be that this is the fact. However, there are often ups and downs later on in a team's lifetime too, and the manager's task is to discover them, support the ups, and deal with the downs. Supporting the ups can be by continuous storytelling about why the team is here, celebration of achievements and sharing the successes, clear, direct, appreciative and responsible communication about where the team is heading, what is expected when the team is a success, involving the team members in how to move forward, continuously improve and set clear and ambitious goals. Dealing with the downs can be by handling potential conflicts, by getting people to talk together to understand each other's values, intentions, and behavior. Implement changes by involving the team to co-create their workplace. Meet the team members in a structured way in daily operations. Enter the leadership path, lead and manage performance to learn more about how to structure your management and leadership in daily operations. The manager's role in the team. The manager is both the facilitator of the team's performance and a part of the team. This is a balance. New team members often wonder about the manager. For instance, are you a friend or not? Are you a co-worker or not? Are you an expert or not? Are you a disturbance or not? Are you hiring and firing or not? Can you be trusted or not? Do you have a good intention or not? Can I say what I truly mean or not? Should I be afraid of you or not? You are a part of the team. When you are a manager, you are a part of the team. It is just in another way than the other team members. Whether you like it or not, the other team members see the invisible sign on your chest saying, "I can hire and fire you." This causes the team members to be more careful with what they say to you than what they say to the other team members. The team members is very well aware that you are also a part of another team, the management team, and they do not know exactly what you have on the agenda in that team. It could be them, and is it with a good or bad intention? Some of the more important factors for the team members to be high performers are: do I get appreciation for what I do? Is anyone concerned about my development? Do I have a friend at work? These are open questions, and managers who lead and manage high-performing teams tend to agree upon that. I appreciate the team members daily. I am very occupied with each team member's personal development. I consider myself as being a good friend to the team members. Conventional management pleads for keeping a distance between manager and employees to avoid taking management decisions based on disturbing feelings. Managers and leaders of high-performing teams pleads for being close to the employees, acknowledging that the leader and manager has different tasks and responsibilities than the employees, and mutual respect and understanding of these differences is the key to a close relationship built on mutual trust. Of course, it is hard to let a friend go once the person and job is no longer a good match. This is a deal that has to be known among friends from the start of the working relationship. Most bankers, lawyers, and accountants' advice to friends who start a business together is, before you start the business, you have to agree upon how to part again. The conversation between the manager and team member can be based on questions like, what if the job and you is no longer a good match? How do you want us to talk about it? Once you discover that this is the case, how are you going to deal with it? When and how are you going to involve me? Once I discover that this is the case, how do you want me to approach you? When and how do you want us to deal with it? What if I'm no longer the best manager I can be? How are you going to tell me? How do you prefer that I act upon it? What if I do not agree with you? How are we going to keep our friendship? A manager or an expert and co-worker. One of the most difficult tasks for a new manager is often to let go of the expert role. Leading and managing is a profession and not an add-on to an expert role. Once you are a manager, you need to let go of the expert role unless the team is so small that you are able to be both a leader and keep up being relevant as an expert. When a team is larger than 3-4 people, it can become very hard to keep up with news related to the expert role. Then it is often better to give that role to an employee. They may not be better than you at this point and may be far from, but you have to let go anyway and help the employee grow in the new role. For some managers, it is very hard to let go of an expert role. Once you have been appreciated for years in one role, you take upon a manager role and suddenly feel like being a student again, learning something new. It takes time to be a good leader and manager, and in the meantime you may not get as much recognition and appreciation as you used to. At the same time, you may be afraid that the team is not performing as well as when you were the expert of a team. A manager can be a catalyst or a disturbance for high performance. A catalyst is a manager who is on the floor, acknowledging everyday successes and improvements, is involving the team members in how to be even better, and having the team members' strengths and personal values as the starting point for everything. The manager has an appreciative approach to people and their ideas and is occupied with learning, innovation, and facilitation of behavioral changes. A manager is often unaware of being a disturbance instead. The employees are judging the manager on his or her intention based on the behavior they see, and most often they are not asking the manager what the real intention is. If the employees at the same time is worried about the manager's right to fire an employee, there's more silence than direct and responsible communication. The manager is perceived to be outside the team and not a part of it. What should have been discussed directly with the manager is discussed between team members instead. Some managers do get very surprised when they see their yearly employee satisfaction index and realizes that they are not perceived as having good managerial skills. Some managers do not even get an employee satisfaction index. Find out if you're a catalyst or a disturbance by asking questions like, how can I be an even better manager for you? Why is that important for you? Given that I'm able to develop myself in this way, what will that mean for you? What do you believe are my strengths? What do you think I should keep on doing? What do you think I should do more of? What do you think I should stop doing? Ask the questions in a one-to-one conversation with each of the team members and be sure to introduce why you are asking these questions. For instance, I intend to be the best manager as I can be for you and the team. I take that job very seriously. I do believe that I can improve and that I have to do that continuously. That is why I need your help to find out how I can be even better at leading the team and you. For that I need to ask you some questions, and my hope is that you are willing to give me a direct, honest and responsible answer, which I can then reflect upon. Is that okay with you? You, supported by your immediate manager, are responsible for your personal development. Listening to each of the team members is not the same as taking everything into account and changing accordingly. You will most probably discover that each of the team members wants something different from you. Reflect upon how you can better adjust to each team member's needs without compromising on why the team is there and who you are. Everything you do has to be aligned with the company's mission, vision, values, strategy, and overall goals. Try new leadership styles and see how they work for you. As long as the team knows that you are looking for continuous improvement as a manager and leader, they are most willing to help you succeed, unless of course you are so far apart that the team's agenda is to get rid of you. Either because a bad story has been created about you, or because you have started too late to understand each of the team members' personal values, intention and behavior. You may consider to have a mentor in place who can help you see the situation more clearly and help you find the right questions to ask the team and the right direct and responsible communication when setting the direction for the team. Whether the team members are pro or con, you still need to do the same work. Set a clear direction, communicate, be close, ask questions, understand, change behavior, and get feedback. Remember that trust can disappear and trust can be restored.